Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So before we go on with today's vlog, I want to thank Scentbird for sponsoring this video. So Scentbird is a subscription that lets you try designer fragrances every month for only $17. So they have over 600 designer brands from Gucci, Versace, Prada, and they do work directly with the brands. So all of these are 100% authentic. So why do you need Scentbird? I know I'm not the only one that has bought in a designer fragrance. I used it a couple of months, maybe a couple of times, and next thing I know, it's there, full of dust, never really touched it again. I simply just got over the smell or bought a new fragrance to replace it. So now with Scentbird, they send me a new designer fragrance every month. It helps me switch it up and discover some new scents. So you get a whole 30-day supply, which honestly lasts me way more than that. That is 8 times bigger than your regular samples. And I just absolutely love the little case. It is so convenient to travel, throw it in your bag on the go, and take it with you anywhere. It is also super cute to display in your vanity, and it's not gonna make a mess. My favorite. So right there, it is closed. And to open it up, you simply just twist it up, spray, and lock it back down. I love it. By the way, if you want to pop it out, you literally just slide it right out. You can skip any month without penalties, and you can also upgrade your subscription to receive 2 to 3 products a month. For example, for you and your mom, you and your sister, you and your mans. Like I mentioned, they have over 600 designer brands and options for male, female, or unisex. I have right here my top 3 absolute favorites that I have discovered from Scentbird, which is so convenient because I don't have to go out, purchase the whole bottle, and more than likely get over the smell before I even finish the bottle. I have the perfect amount that I know I will finish of my top 3 designer. If you guys want to try Scentbird, make sure to click on the link down below for 55% off your first month. That's only $8 your first month. Thank you, Scentbird, for having me smelling good and for sponsoring this video. Good morning, guys. So I'm starting off the vlog wearing Valentine's pajamas with my Blu-ray glasses and in Alex's office. So I actually got these so when I edit, my head doesn't hurt because I would get like pretty bad headaches like mid-editing, and I realized it's because of that. So these have helped so much. It has like a blue lens vibe. I'm the worst at explaining, but basically they help with my headaches. And now that I have you guys right here in front of a mirror, let me give you guys a little bump date. So I am currently 25 weeks, so 6 months, and this is what baby girl is looking like. She's having a girl. Right now it is pretty early in the morning, which is when I feel I look not as big, but by the end of the day, especially if I've had a pretty big appetite all day, I swear I look like way bigger than this. So yeah, this is currently the bump date. Uh-oh, and look who just walked in. Where are your socks and your pants? Where are they? Okay, you picked these shoes. He wants me to put on these shoes. So, you don't know how to record. You don't know how to do it. Let mommy do it. You don't know how. Record me. Uh-oh, who's excited for some jumping? So we just got back from the gym park. We went there after the appointment, and I hate how there's like no, it's like a black background, so it's making me look a little bald, but my bun is right here. It's like throwing me off, but I wanted to record this video with you guys before I go inside with Alex and Baby G and kind of just update you guys on what's been going on lately. So there is quite a lot that I want to update you guys on with Baby G and then also with Baby Girl. So I hadn't really been posting too much on Instagram or also here on YouTube. So to start off, Baby G got strep throat earlier this week. Thankfully he is so much better, basically back to normal. But yeah, that kind of took a lot of my day, my time these past days. And guys, Baby G is so cheaply with me with this pregnancy, which is what my mom always said, and that it was a girl, and it is a girl. But yeah, he is so cheaply with me, and now especially that he was sick, he was like extra attached to me. Like he did not want for me to leave his side, and I was just like with him chipleándolo because he felt sick. So I literally have not left his side these past couple of days. So whenever I would post on Instagram, it was not too much, and I was waiting to do a YouTube to kind of just tell you guys everything that's been going on, and I'll just go on my stories and let you guys know, because I don't know, I just like explaining every little detail to you guys. But yeah, thankfully he is back to normal and doing so much better. And now with this little girl, so I had my high risk appointment today, and kind of to update you guys on that. So I had also not told you guys this on Instagram because like I mentioned, I wanted to come on here and I like to explain everything to you guys and not dejarlas a medias when I tell you guys things like this, like a high risk doctor, because you know that can range from like a really bad case to probably not something too bad. So I wanted to give you guys all the details here. So as of right now, I'm actually seeing 3 doctors. I am seeing my regular doctor, my high-risk doctor, and also my gastrologist. I hope I said that right. Which pros about this is that I do get to see baby girl at least once a month, sometimes even twice a month, since I am seeing 3 doctors at a time. So long story short, basically for those of you guys that know, sometime last year I got diagnosed with IBD, which is inflammatory bowel disease. And when I got diagnosed last year, it all started, long story short again, but basically I would get like cramping in the morning, which would make me use the restroom. And then it got a little bit more intense, so I would cramp like twice a day, and then it would make me use the restroom. And initially I thought it was my period coming, so this lasted about 3 weeks, and I'm like, oh, it's my period coming. And then it kind of got worse, and I noticed it wasn't my period. So I would get like this pain that would make me use the restroom, number 2 FYI. And at first I was like all up for it, because I was like, hell yeah, I'm using the restroom twice a day. So I was even losing a little bit of weight, but then it got like pretty severe, and I was like, wait, I don't think this is normal, like I should probably get it checked out. So it got really bad to a point where it was a really bad pain. So it went from just a little bit of cramping to like a really bad pain. And I was getting this pain like 6 times a day, and I was using the restroom like 6 times a day, and the pain got so bad that it would like make me tear as I was like sitting in the toilet. TMI, but this is what happened, girl. So yeah, at that point I did my research. I had to go to a gastrologist, the best gastrologist ever, by the way. Super helpful, and they did a lot of studies on me, blood work, poop test, which I didn't even know were a thing. I got a colonoscopy. If you know, you know. I shared this with you guys on a Facebook Live. But yeah, after all of that testing that they did on me, I was diagnosed with IBD. So the way the doctor explained it to me, and I always try my best to explain to you guys the best as I can, but I'm not that good, and I suck when it comes to like medical terms. But basically IBD, which is what I have, can be like, it's just a big range on how severe or not severe you can have it. We would kind of just have to find out how severe or how not severe my case was, and how often I would get these flares. So I was put on meds to help to control it, and my flare actually went away like around the time that I got diagnosed. It's like my body knew. So yeah, I got diagnosed, and then it just went away, and that flare lasted me about 2-3 months. But yeah, the doctor did so much more explaining, but that's basically, long story short here, me telling you guys. So that was that. My flare went away, my life went back to normal, and then I got pregnant. Everything was fine up until I was around 12 to 14 weeks pregnant. I noticed I started getting another flare, and I knew because I was getting like that same pain. It wasn't as severe when it got like really bad that it would make me cry, but I started getting like that little pain again. And I knew because, again, TMI, but when I would use the restroom, my stools were the way that they were back when I was like going through my first flare. So yeah, as soon as I noticed I started another flare, I right away told my doctor, which he told me I would have to see my gastrologist and also a high-risk specialist, just so we're all on the same page for baby, each in their own specialty, if that makes sense, just to make sure everything is fine and under control while I'm pregnant and baby girl is growing as she's supposed to. Because when you have IBD, and if I were to, which crossing my fingers I don't, get a really bad flare while being pregnant, it could cause, I should have wrote these names down because I do not want to give you guys like the wrong names, but basically having baby too soon or baby being born underweight. So yeah, back to what I was saying about me having the flare when I was about 14 weeks pregnant. It lasted up until I was 20 weeks, and it wasn't super severe. I was just getting a little bit of that pain, and I was just using the restroom once a day, which was like basically considered controlled, so it wasn't bad at all. And then about 2 weeks ago I had to go into the ER, so I actually posted a picture, and I didn't notice I was still wearing my hospital band, and a couple of you guys saw it, so I ended up deleting the picture just to not leave you guys hanging or like wondering why I was at the hospital. I wanted to share with you guys here, actually like a week and a half ago. So I went into the ER because I started getting a pain, and it lasted me about a day and a half, and it was getting pretty bad, and I could not tell if it was contractions or if it was like my IBD kind of pain. Like I was trying so hard to focus on like where it was coming from, and like, does it feel like my IBD pains? Does it feel like contractions when I had baby G? And my brain was just going crazy, and I was like telling my friends and like my family about it, and they all told me like, you should just go in, get it checked out, make sure it's nothing bad. So I waited a little bit, and I noticed it wasn't going away. So I was getting the pain maybe every 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, what if they're contractions? What if I'm going into like early labor? What if I wait too long and I go in and they're like, oh, you're like 4 centimeters dilated or something? So I started freaking out, called my doctor, told him about it, and he said, you know, if it's a pain that you feel like it's not even letting you walk, definitely go in. And then it was actually the weekend, so I couldn't really go into his office. I would have to go into the ER if I wanted to get her checked. So yeah, the pain felt like pretty bad cramping in my stomach, and then it would kind of go to my back. So here I am on Google, like, what do contractions feel like? Like, I know what they feel like because I already have a baby, but I just couldn't think of the feeling at the moment. So I'm Googling like, what should I feel if I'm going into early labor? What should I feel with early contractions? Like, you know, just driving myself crazy through Google. So yeah, I went in and they monitored her, and they also checked dilation, and thankfully the nurse was the nicest, best ever at explaining and just making me feel comfortable, and I guess not feel dumb for like going in for something that you're scared of that turns out to be nothing. I feel like, I don't know, let me know if you guys agree, but like you end up going in and then it turns out to be nothing, so you might feel a little bit dumb. But no, the nurse was so nice, and she's like, it's great that you came, better safe than sorry. And yeah, she basically told me that it was an IBD pain that I was getting, and whenever I would get that pain and I was like already getting monitored, I would write down the time that I would get it. And when the doctor came back, I was like, oh my god, I felt the pain at 11:06, and whatever time it was, that way they can like see if it was a contraction. And they're like, oh no, baby girl is living her best life, because she was moving like crazy. They're like, she's living her best life in the uterus, like she's good, she's not coming out anytime soon. But because everything is in my stomach, aka the baby, the intestines, the caca, they can't tell like where the pain is coming from. And that visit just reassured me that it was not the baby, it was just an IBD pain that I was getting. And thankfully that only lasted me about 2-3 days, and then it completely went away again. And today, I can't believe I saved this for last, I was gonna tell you guys this right in the beginning, but I was told baby girl is measuring and weighing 2 weeks ahead. So I am currently 25 weeks pregnant, and she is measuring 27 weeks pregnant, so she's already 2 pounds. I was like, does that mean that I can have her and like change my due date to like 2 weeks sooner? She's like, no, not really. I'm like, okay, because I'm kind of down for that. But yeah, that's basically the update. Also in the ER, well, labor and delivery, when you go into the ER pregnant, they send you to labor and delivery. But yeah, the ER, she told me to just keep a log on things that I eat, just so I can kind of notice or see what if there's a certain food that triggers my flares. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Everything has been peaceful and a nice little party down there. So because even though I haven't gotten one, if I were to get a really bad flare, it can stress out the baby and just bring complications to the pregnancy. But as of right now, everything is good, calm, great. Baby girl is growing as she should. And it's funny she's measuring and weighing 2 weeks ahead, because one of the main concerns here with IBD is that she was not going to grow as she's supposed to, or gain the weight and growth as she's supposed to. But that is not the case. Baby girl is thriving and weighing ahead actually. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this updated video, hoping things stay as they are, and I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes, anything happens, which we hope not. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense as to where I've been these past couple of days. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.